Yep. White roof in. Oh, ground's pretty solid this morning too. That was 28 earlier. Not bad for 34 for the lowest it could possibly be, right? Frickin' liars. Anyway, don't believe we'll see much sun for a while. The fog's lifted a little bit, but it's still just a bit foggy. Can't even see to the power pole at the road. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, I can, just barely. Especially if I look at the camera. Anyway, I usually drag my feet a little more and feed a little bit later, but I get my feeding done so I can get a couple other things done before I go get my back cracked this morning. And I gotta wait for number 2 to get home. She spent the night at her friend's house. Took the pickup, and I need the pickup because I gotta have something to drive. I really don't want to take Becky's car. Becky and number 2 are gonna, their plan is they're gonna make a Costco run. Well, maybe there's still some stuff on the shelves there. Yeah, you gotta do that once in a while if you get a few extra dimes. So she's gonna go spend money this morning. That's the plan anyway. Oh yeah, and number 2 still needs some new glasses, so they were gonna try to do that. And I'm hoping, 28 here and foggy. She's got to come over to Cornelius Pass. That can be really nasty when it's freezing fog. So, she better make it home. And hopefully number 1 comes today, because feed barn could definitely use a good cleaning, even though I just fed bales in there yesterday. It don't matter. Work around the feeders. And there was a couple other things I was going to have her do, but I don't remember what. Don't look much different, does it? Just a little lighter. I can actually see that pole now without having to look in the camera. Yeah, my dreams are getting cracked today, and then hopefully kind of taking it a little easy for a couple hours anyway to let things settle in. Yeah, that went out the window. A phone call a little bit ago. Actually, Becky got the phone call since she used to work there, the secretary or receptionist, whatever you want to call her. She usually calls and talks to Becky. But then I'm usually lucky. I just get Becky, make my appointments. And so she's the one to go through. You never know what I'm doing. So anyway, seems my chiropractor ended up sick all weekend. Excuse me. And is still sick today. So hopefully Thursday morning she will be better and I can get in and get straightened up. In the meantime, yeah, it is what it is. Those girls over there have been crying since they got done with their grain. Now I gotta be honest here. That pile of second cutting there. What the hell you doing, dog? Red just walked around me and tried to fall into the feeder over here. That's Rainy. She's seeing why he was doing it. That's because he's clumsy. Anyway, those bales actually weigh 5 pounds more anyway than these bales do. These bales, I put 3 of them in, and there'll be about a quarter of a bale left 20 hours later, 24 hours later. And they're not starving to death. Those, I put 3 bales in. Well, 15 hours later, feeder's empty. So they're whining because they think they want some hay. Yeah, I'm going to make them wait. I got to put hay up anyway. I don't feel like doing that at the moment. So I'm going to go see what I got in the shop for that auger and see what I can do with it. Well, it is actually still on there. Got high voltage, low voltage. This is low. There's counterclockwise, there's clockwise. So that should be all right. I can do that. Seems to me I had to swap it when we got it. Then I just got to change the arrows. But I got to see if I got everything else I need first. So, and I got to get this popped off. I got the screws out, but the rubber seal, they actually put a decent seal on it, and it's pretty well stuck. I don't use them magnets very often, but once in a while they come in pretty handy. That is going to be the mount for the pillow block bearing up at the end of the auger. The easiest way I can figure to do it. And a 4-inch channel is going to be the base that'll get welded to the auger. I wanted to use that for the motor, but it's kind of short. I want to spread that out, the weight of the motor out over across the auger a little more, so we'll use the 3-inch for it. It'll work. I got to come up about an inch and go out farther for the mounts, but this is going to work up top. Big set of nuts, or big set of washers, heavy washers for underneath there, and then that'll set right on. Nut top and bottom for adjustment. There's going to be plenty of this sticking up, but in case we ever end up with the wrong belt, end up with one that's a little long. And I was lucky enough, that's off the old sprayer, and this might be off the old sprayer too. The belt rides a little deeper in it than I like, but by the looks of it, that's where the belt that was on there before was running. Happens to be 1 inch, happens to be 3-inch, that's what I need. So, I welded the spreader on there first because I had the pillow block on there and had it tightened up tight to keep them lined up right. And I'm getting ready to weld it on. And these pieces that I cut off the carriage over there are going to brace it right here. So, I figure that's good enough. Probably 10 times stronger than it needs to be, but I'd rather overdo it than underdo it. And there's the reason I got to use the 4-inch. It's 3 and just shy of 3.5 inches in between these. So anyway, that's what I got going on for this part. And I hope it's going to work. Spin you around. That's one of the drive shafts off the old sprayer. It's 1 inch. And it's got to go on a 5/8 motor shaft. I think I'm just going to bore it out to 5/8 and put a couple set screws in it. I mean, it should work. Worst thing it's going to do is tear a set screw out if something goes sideways, but I've had decent luck doing that, and hopefully that pulley will come off. It was off a while back, I just don't remember how long ago. And might even make a cover for that motor, at least keep it out of the weather a little bit. Be an idea anyway. Well, there's what that looks like. Minus the shaft, of course, and the pulley that'll be hanging out there. And I might use these old holes for the piece to make the guard. Got a couple pieces of rod that'll slip up there high enough and just tighten it up. Easy to get on and off. Just got to be something so nobody reaches up and grabs the end of it. I got the shaft, got the ends trued up, and that shaft was the front drive shaft come off the engine on the old sprayer. So it already had a pilot hole, because Dad put a pilot hole in it when he put the taper on it to mount the pulley that we had on the front of it. I haven't checked that on the motor yet. It's drilled out at 5/8. I haven't checked it on here yet because I haven't got that pulley off yet. That might be tomorrow before I get that off. I don't know. Just gotta let her sit there and soak a little bit. Try her again in a little bit. So that's what I got going. And I can't do anything with mounting the motor until I make sure that shaft is right. And I'll get the shaft up here and put the belt on and get it laying parallel down the center, all that good stuff. Probably have to put a block in here somewhere just to hold it while I'm working on it. And then figure where the motor is going to be for sure. I think the mount's going to go about right here. I think, but I don't know for sure yet. So, oh yeah, anybody wants to know, these things are always thin. Painted ones are usually heavier than the galvanized. I blew a hole through right there. I blew one through the other side too. It doesn't take much. But I always hold all the heat and then let the weld run down into the other. And if I reach up inside there, I guarantee I'll feel where the weld is. But I'm not going to stick my hand up there again. Popped a hole here too. And luck of the draw, the way this worked out, this side's all bent right here. So right here was actually touching. And with the other side sitting solid on a more true surface, that's sitting where it needs to be. I just had to be a little more careful through here because I had a lot of filling to do. Like from here up, it pretty well touched. But there was almost a 1/4 inch gap through here. So it ain't going nowhere. It'll be there forever unless something bad happens. Anyway, that's what I got on this. And I'm dreading the fact that I got to get some bales up so I can feed. Not what I want to do. I really don't want to start the loader up. The sun finally came out about 10 minutes ago, briefly. Very briefly. It was enough. I looked out and it was shining, but that's pretty much what we've been all frickin' day. And it's 4:30 now. A whole 34 degrees. Low was 28. Yet our low was supposed to be 34. Yeah, they lie too much. Yeah, there you go. End of the day. Now if they'll just come on around. If the boys would get out of there, they would be more willing to. And of course she's got to stop right there and fill that latch full of more stuff. They really don't care about the dog being out there. Blue ain't bad. Red's the pain in the butt one. I'm wondering why she's wiggling this gate so much. It was unlatched. Well, there go all the dirty girls. Into a dirty barn. I was hoping number 1 was going to be here today and she could have got that cleaned, but says she'll be here tomorrow. There's Amy. Had to take a pee break over there, so makes her a little late coming up here. But you know, she won't be the last one in the barn, that's for sure. Anyway, thank you all for watching. And it's going to be a nasty morning. Whether it gets cold or not. Of course, it ain't warmed up, so. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you all had a good day.